Do Chihuahuas have behavior problems? Are Chihuahuas more aggressive than other dogs? How do they show regret after these aggressions? According to Google and Reddit, many people have these types of questions. Dog experts say small breeds like Chihuahuas apologize in ways most owners completely overlook. Are you missing the signs? Or worse, have you been punishing your dog for something they didn't mean to do? We're about to reveal shocking opinions that likely explain how Chihuahuas actually say, "I'm sorry," and it's probably not what you think. To understand how Chihuahuas apologize, we must first understand how dogs' emotions really work and whether they have feelings at all. Unlike humans, dogs don't experience guilt, shame, or spite. They live in the present, reacting to immediate situations. Historically, dogs share similarities with wolves, whose emotions were tied to survival and pack dynamics. Over time, domestication shaped their behavior, but their emotional core remained simple: happiness, fear, frustration, often misunderstood as anger, and sadness. Happiness shown through tail wagging, zoomies, jumping, and playful barking. Fear and anxiety. Chihuahuas are naturally more anxious. They express fear through shaking, cowering, barking, or even biting. Their tiny size makes them more defensive, not because they are aggressive, but because they feel vulnerable. Frustration. While dogs don't experience anger in a human sense, they do feel frustration when they can't express themselves or when their needs aren't met. This can manifest as growling, snapping, or excessive barking. Sadness. Although Chihuahuas don't feel deep, existential sadness, they do experience low energy and withdrawal due to a lack of stimulation, loneliness, or environmental changes. With these emotions in mind, do Chis know when they misbehave and why they misbehave? Chihuahuas don't see misbehavior the way humans do. Dogs live in the moment. They don't feel guilt or think about past actions. They simply react to what's happening at the moment. If you punish them long after the fact, they won't connect your reaction to their actions. Instead, they'll just see you as unpredictable, which can lead to stress and confusion. When they seem guilty, they're actually just responding to your tone and body language, not admitting fault. For example, you walk into the living room and see shredded papers everywhere. Your Chihuahua looks guilty, right? So you scold them. But here's the thing. They're not actually sorry. They're just reacting to your tone and body language. Chis don't remember tearing up the papers, so they have no clue why you're upset. But why do they misbehave? Chihuahuas don't act out just to annoy you. When they misbehave, it's usually because they're trying to communicate something or because their needs aren't being met. To make it easier to understand, consider the example. Chewing up everything in sight. You come home to find your favorite shoes in pieces. Your Chihuahua looks up at you like, "What? That was fun. I was bored, so I made my own fun." Chewing isn't about revenge, it's instinct. Dogs chew when they're teething, anxious, or understimulated. If they don't have chew toys, they'll pick whatever looks interesting, like your sneakers. One big mistake is ignoring the root cause. A misbehaving Chihuahua isn't just being difficult, they're reacting to something. Lack of exercise. A bored dog is a destructive dog. Not enough training. If they don't know the rules, how can they follow them? Anxiety or stress? Separation anxiety can cause barking, accidents, or destructive behavior. Inconsistent potty training. Accidents happen when routines aren't clear. Scolding won't fix these issues. Figuring out why they're acting up will. Another big mistake would be yelling when your dog comes to you. Imagine this. Your dog sneaks into another room. You call their name over and over. Finally, they come back. But you're frustrated, so you yell at them. Wait, coming back was a bad idea? Big mistake. If you scold your Chi when they return, they'll associate coming to you with punishment. Next time they escape, they might hesitate, or worse, run even farther. So, no matter how frustrated you are, always reward your dog for coming back, even if they took their sweet time. Praise, treats, or a happy tone will make them want to come when called. The lesson? Never punish a dog for doing what you actually want them to do. Chihuahuas don't misbehave out of malice. They just act on instinct. Understanding this makes training way easier. Does this mean you should never discipline them when they do something wrong? Absolutely not. But what's the right way to handle it? Instead of punishing your Chi, meet their needs. Give them daily walks and playtime. Provide chew toys and mental stimulation. Train with clear, consistent commands. Offer comfort and routine to reduce anxiety. Timing is everything. If you catch your dog in the act, say, chewing on your furniture, redirect them immediately. Offer a toy instead. Reward good behavior. Keep training positive. Chihuahuas learn best through immediate responses, not punishment for things they don't remember. Ditch the delayed scolding and focus on clear, consistent training. As pet parents, we often overreact to misbehavior and overpunish our dogs. Of course, you feel bad about your reaction and want things to go back to normal. This leads to the question, how do you say sorry to your Chi? Chihuahuas don't think about apologies the way humans do. They don't understand words like, I'm sorry, but they do understand emotions. If you sound gentle and kind, they'll know you didn't mean to hurt them. Scientists say dogs enjoy it when we talk to them in a happy, high-pitched baby voice. It makes them feel safe. But here's something interesting. Dogs don't hold grudges, but they do remember bad experiences. If someone is repeatedly mean to a dog, the dog will start feeling scared of that person. It's not because they're mad, it's just their way of protecting themselves. Imagine if Chiz could say sorry to us. Would they start playing with us? Give us a little nose boop? It's fun to think about. The best way to tell a Chi you're sorry isn't with a hug. Some dogs don't like that. Instead, try using a soft voice, giving them some space, or playing their favorite game. As you probably know, their personalities are huge. They can be dramatic, affectionate, and even a little stubborn. So if your Chihuahua seems upset with you, you might wonder, have they forgiven me yet? We recommend looking for these signs, avoiding eye contact. If your Chihuahua turns their head away and refuses to look at you, they might still be processing what happened. In the dog world, direct eye contact can be seen as a challenge. By looking away, they're signaling, I don't want any trouble. Ignoring you, a Chihuahua that usually follows you everywhere, but suddenly won't respond to your calls, they might be giving you the cold shoulder, refusing cuddles. These little dogs love affection. So if yours is avoiding snuggles, it could mean they're still feeling a bit upset. Luckily, the cool thing about Chihuahuas is that they don't stay upset for long. Once they feel safe and happy again, you'll start seeing their tail wagging, them jumping into your lap, or trying to lick your face. They react based on how they feel right now. They live in the moment. Maybe that's something we can learn from them. Now we actually come to the final question. Can Chis actually apologize to us? Ever seen your Chi tuck their tail, avoid eye contact, or nuzzle up to you after making a mess? It looks like they're saying sorry, but is that really what's happening? Let's break it down. Chihuahuas don't feel guilt, but they know when you're mad. Here's where things get interesting. Your dog doesn't actually understand what they did wrong. They don't think, oh no, I shouldn't have chewed up the couch. But they do recognize one thing. Your mood has changed. Chiz are emotional experts. They pick up on your tone, body language, and energy. If you suddenly look angry or sound upset, your dog feels the tension. And that's when the guilty look appears. Also, here's a concept called associative memory. Chihuahuas are brilliant at making connections. I barked too much? Human looks frustrated. I peed on the rug? Human sounds mad. I stole food? Human gasps in horror. But, as previously mentioned, the problem is, if you scold them too late, they won't know what they're being punished for. If they chewed up your shoe an hour ago and you get mad now, they'll just assume you're upset about something else, or that humans are simply unpredictable. With that in mind, what would the Chihuahua's apology moves be? Even though they don't feel true guilt, Chihuahuas are smart. They know how to smooth things over when tension is high. Here's how they try to win you back. Licking your face or hands. The ultimate we're cool, right? Move. Bringing you a toy. Their version of a peace offering. Jumping into your lap. Let me fix this by being adorable. Rolling over for belly rubs. Look, I'm harmless. And here's something wild. Wolves do this too. In packs, they use submissive gestures to calm things down after tension. The final answer would be Chihuahuas don't apologize. But they do want to make things right. They're not saying, I'm sorry. They're saying, can we be friends again? Even if they don't apologize or ask to be friends again, they can still feel hurt. Check out our previous video, where we discuss everyday things that hurt your Chihuahua's feelings and what you should stop doing.